This is C7, the HOA Homesteader. And I'm glad you guys decided to come back and watch another video. And this is what I got planned for today. I'm going to attempt to do a split with my beehive. Now, that's going to be dependent on a couple of factors. When I go out there and do the inspection, I got to get down into that bottom box. If I see queen cells, then I think I'm gonna go forward with the split. And the split that I'm gonna do it without introducing a new queen. I'm just gonna rely on nature and let the bees develop their own queen and see what happens. And when I do the split, I think it's best that I move the queen that I have now over into the new box. So I prepared frames earlier, or the other day I should say, and I made a video about that. So ideally, I believe I should move 3 brood frames, a honey frame, a pollen frame, or if I got a frame with all 3 on it, brood, eggs, pollen, honey, then that would be the best thing to do. To be honest, I'm just nervous about the bees swarming on me and leaving. So even though I may not have queens available right now, if they're building queen cells, and if they're also, I think it's if I notice a lot of cells that have drones in them, then it's time. So like they said, you're better off splitting it yourself than to walk out there one day and see that all the bees and all the honey is gone. So with that said, I'm gonna go ahead and get dressed and finish preparing the rest of my equipment, and I'll see you guys when I get out there near the hive. All right, I'm here at the hive, about ready to get started. Need to just finish putting on the rest of my equipment and dive right in. Once again, you can see the other box that I've already kind of set up on the side over there. So if things are looking good and going good, I'm just gonna move some frames over to there, and that's gonna be my split. All right, folks, here I go. I got this remote microphone on. I might as well start talking and see if it's working right. So I hope you guys can hear me without me rushing up to the camera. So I'll just remove my tie-down straps, put them in a position that I can get to them easy, and also to make sure I'm not going to trip over. Looks like the top box is stuck. Get some of this bird cone off. That's probably why it was stuck to the lid. Last week I added this super No hive beetles in here. Probably didn't put it low enough in the hive. All of these was new frames, but none of them did I treat with beeswax. So I brought out some of the ones that I got honey off of last year. I'm gonna replace those in here if I still need them after the split. There's bees messing around in here, but they don't look like they started to draw any comb so far on any of these. There's just a few bees in this top box messing around, but none of them frames have any cone or look like they even started to draw a cone on them. So all right, this is the box that's full of honey. You know what? Let me check the middle where I did see some frames that had open cells. This is what I saw. All those open cells on this one. So there's no eggs in it. She hasn't been up here yet. Same thing with this one. Putting pollen and honey in this one. Once again, you see, they're starting to get all around me. I done smoked them pretty good. But for whatever reason, like I said, my bees are aggressive. I'm gonna go ahead and put this frame back in. Well, folks, I hate to disappoint, but I'm not getting in that bottom box. I got too many swarming around my head, too many on the outside right about now. I'm going ahead and close it back up. I can't seem to separate the top box from the bottom box. It's heavy. Some bees still manage to get between my jacket sleeve and my glove, even though I add additional rubber band. But I put them like midway up my wrist or my forearm. I probably should have put the rubber bands at the edge of the gloves. So some got down in between there and was trying to sting me, but the clothing was still protecting me. But I could feel the bees around my forearm. On my third frame, I don't see any queen cells. I started in the middle. Ton of drone cells. That frame fell apart. Alright, I done been through like 5 frames. I don't see any queen cells on those 5. My bees are acting up. I'm closing it up. fiercely, people. Listen closely. They're talking. They're singing. That's it, folks. I gotta get rid of these ones that's following me. Well, as you can see, I was unsuccessful in completing my split. They're just too aggressive. I just cannot seem to be able to get down into my bottom box without them seeming like they swarming on me. So I backed off, put things back together and came on back in the patio. And of course, some follow me back in here, not as many. There's still some hanging around the outside of the screen. I hope they don't do that too long. But I already know, like the other activities I had planned for today, I'm not going to be able to do. Because they're going to be stirred up over there in that corner for a while. So it doesn't even make sense for me to go over there and mess with my boats or weed eat around the house and other stuff like that. I'm going to go inside and edit this video and give them a couple of hours to relax, take a peek back there and see how many went back inside and what they're up to. And then I make the other decision what else I may get done today or not. Probably have to be tomorrow. But I guess all of this is just going to be part of my beekeeping journey, my learning experience. And I'll go from there. What caught my eye was I noticed it seemed like a lot of them had left, and now there's a few more hanging around the outside of my patio again. So whether they can still smell the bees that made it inside the patio, or the pheromone or scent that may be on my suit or whatever it is, they're starting to hang around. So let me finish up out here and get inside and get to editing this video. And you know what the motto is around here, people. Just because you may live in the HOA doesn't mean that you cannot grow food or take care of bees. Hit that like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time.